Hey y'all, I'm Lachlan, and in today's video, I've got another special Animal Crossing build for y'all today. But very quickly, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. If you enjoy my content, want to see every time that I post, make sure to ring that bell so you don't miss out on future content like this. So I've got another speed build and chit-chatty video for y'all today, and I kind of opened this area up on a stream, I want to say a couple weeks ago. I did a villager hunt. It was a members only stream, and while I was waiting for someone in the community to gift me very kindly one of the villagers I was needing, which was B, I opened up this area. So let's just get into it. It's basically going to be a hybrid garden. This is my forever island, of course, and so this is something that I slowly want to work towards, which is completing all the Nook Miles achievements, and for the very first time actually get all of the hybrid flowers myself. All the blue flowers you see on my island were not made by me. Some of them might have been by accident, but all of them were basically just gifted from friends and treasure islands and stuff, so none of these were created by me. So I want to do my own due diligence and create my own garden, you know, the proper way. So I'm doing the kind of 5x5 format. All these little squares are going to have flowers in them. And yeah, this is the format that I just decided to do for this. I know there are so many more updated formats for this, but you know, I'm going old school with it. We're just going to make it look like a farm. And I am going to move this up by one tile because this looks a little weird. Yeah, kind of like that. So let's just fix up the rest of these. And there we go. We're going to work on 4 patches at a time, essentially. But I do want to make a fence all the way around, well, not all the way around, but partially around it. And I do want to kind of bring in some of the island flowers, kind of edging the edge of the fence, as well as some bushes. So as I'm decorating, per usual, we are gonna talk about some things, and my topic for today's video is basically games overload. June is a big month for game releases. For one, indie games. The Wholesome Games Direct was a thing earlier this month, and if you missed it, I'll include a link to me basically being an official co-streamer of basically reacting to the Wholesome Direct. So check that out if you want to see over 70 games that were announced during that. It's an hour-long stream, well, more than an hour because I talked a little bit before and after, but I was officially able to co-stream and react to that event this year, which is super neat. So I'll include a link to that down below, but that one showcase or direct had over 70 games. That doesn't even cover the Nintendo Direct that we just had, that I'm still recovering from. And yes, I'm recording the audio of this the day after the Nintendo Direct, so I have seen all of that as well. I even talked about it in my stream last night because I was overwhelmed. There was just so much. And June is a very, very big month for games. There's a lot going on. There's so much out there. You basically have to, I don't know, pinpoint the games that you really want to play because there's just so much. There's too many slices, as some may say. And I mean, just going over some stats here. Demos that I've played this month alone, I'm just going to list them off. Vampire Therapist, Farewell North, The Garden Path, Odada, Tavern Talk, Spill the Beans, Zen Garden, Sling-a-Thing, Kitty's Last Adventure, Cave Hikers, Into the Emberlands, While Waiting, Puff Champs, Pine A Story of Loss. Like, I don't know how many that is. Y'all total it up. I'll put the number on screen, whatever. But that's a lot. And that's just demos that I've played this month alone. And it's wild to know how many different games have come out and are being announced and people are talking about them. How many demos you can play on Steam alone? it's mind-boggling, it's overwhelming, and it's almost too much, if that makes sense. I mean, I've even streamed so many, I'm basically streaming so many different games, not all at once, but I've streamed so many different games this year. Jet Force Gemini at the beginning of the year. I've worked on 3 different islands in Animal Crossing this year. One I did not stream, of course, that's coming later. I like to hint at this one island that I've been working on. It's in the works. It's in the works. Eastward Octopia DLC, Fae Farm, Lake, which I streamed. Terrible Switch port, by the way. But I finished the game off stream. I've streamed a few times Little Kitty Big City. I'm still working on Stardew Valley. We've got 2 saves right now, 2 farms, going on almost 3 once the update drops on Switch. And soon I'll be streaming 2 other games. That alone is 8 games that I've already been streaming this year. And I was really struggling in this moment of the video because I wasn't sure if I wanted this pergola here, but I end up keeping it because we'll update the coloring of it later. But back to what I was talking about. There's so much going on. There's so many games that you can play, so many demos you can play, and I do highly recommend playing demos. It is a great way to test out genres of games that you may not necessarily like. Like Kitty's Last Adventure is basically a Vampire Survivors game. I liked that game way more than I thought I was going to. Into the Emberlands reminded me of Don't Starve, which I am terrible at, but I loved Into the Emberlands, loved that game. I'm getting into more like create your own music and sounds with Odada, getting into more narrative-driven stories, a lot of reading, but it's still nice, like Vampire Therapist. Like, there's a lot of different genres that I'm getting into more and dipping my toe into because I'm playing the demo of it, and it's not something I have to be committed to, which has been such a nice change, I guess I should say. But going back to the games that I've been playing or have played on one-off streams or have played across several streams, there's so many different games that I want to finish on stream as well. Little Kitty Big City being one of them, Eastward Octopia DLC being another, Fae Farm eventually I want to finish on a stream. That would be nice. I want to finish a full year in Stardew Valley eventually. But those are like games that I actually want to finish. Now, let me get back to the build for a moment here, because we are in the point of actually creating the grids. And let me just... the grid here. We've got the 4 squares. There's basically going to be 5 flowers per square here, with giving room for, the hybrid to be created. And I am going to quickly pop up some pictures on the screen of my official Animal Crossing New Horizons guidebook that I am going off of to create the different hybrid flower colors. I decided I was going to start with some easy ones, some easy wins being the lilies. But if you do want to see these pages for yourself, maybe you don't have the official guidebook, I'll include a link in the description to the Pigeon Loft, which is the Lockleth Community Discord. If you weren't aware, I do have a Discord, but in the Animal Crossing photos feed, I'll include all these pictures and they're already pinned there for you. So if you want to follow along, maybe you decided you want to create your own hybrids in the game, then go and peruse those pages for yourself, or you can just Google it. And I'm definitely going to be starting with the lilies like I had mentioned. So there's going to be some grids here for the lilies, and then one starting with the cosmos. So yeah, back to what I was talking about though, the topic at hand. So many games that are out there, and I guess my question to y'all is, what are y'all's thoughts and feels in regards to the content that is out there? Do you feel overwhelmed with the amount of games that are, being announced, the amount of games that you are wanting to purchase, wanting to play for yourself? Does anyone have a plan? Like, I don't. Just to be completely honest, I have zero plans. I'm just picking and choosing basically the ones that I think I would enjoy playing, which in turn would be something I would assume you would also enjoy watching me play as well. And talking about the Nintendo Direct, I hope this isn't, spoiler warning if you haven't watched it. If you're watching this video, I guess pause and go watch that real quick. Okay, now that those people have left. The new Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom game. And this goes back to other games I want to play on stream. Like I want to play, like properly play the updated Link's Awakening game that came out on Switch. I've had it. I have played a little bit of it. I got stuck in one of the, caves or something, and then I never got around to it ever again. But now that that style of how Link's Awakening is going to be in the Echoes of Wisdom game as well, and you get to play as Zelda, which is super neat. And y'all, I will be decorating a home, a castle, a piece of land, I don't care. They're giving me furniture items, I'm decorating. Okay, I will figure it out. Here's the little grid. Here, we've got all 4 spots ready to go. So I'm gonna do a little time traveling here shortly, but here are all of the areas. We've got the lilies. The cosmos here are gonna be orange eventually. It's just gonna take some time. So whichever hybrid we get to first, that is where we'll end up in the video. But yeah, these are just gonna be watered and we're just gonna move along. So with the excitement of the Echoes of Wisdom game, I do want to play the Link's Awakening game on stream. And so that's another game added to my list of games that I want to finish. And it's just so much, y'all. So much. Eastward Octopia DLC is very similar to Stardew, so I don't know when I'll get back to that one. And I'm kind of really loving Stardew Valley right now. Little Kitty Big City is a nice little one-off game that I like to play as well. And Stray is coming to Switch this holiday, so it's kind of a cutesy version of that. Now, I was planning on recoloring this pergola, right? Now it's June. And if you played Animal Crossing New Horizons before, and yes, I'm going to speed through this dialogue because this is redonkulous. You know that Reese and Cyrus are doing their little vow ceremony, and so you have to recreate their wedding. And my god, the amount of dialogue. I thought the dodo birds got on my nerves. This would be way more frustrating. Like, look at my little character. She is so over it. I was over it at this point because I was like, I just came here to recolor this pergola, and you're telling me that you want to renew your vows yet again 4 years later. Come on. So y'all get another fancy, random, one-off, very generic wedding, vow, ceremony, anniversary, speed build built into this video. This was not planned, and I could have left this out. But y'all know the pain when you're trying to do stuff and you don't think about it being June. You get the letter in the mail from Harv. I forgot about the letter. And so now we're here. Now we're here, and I have to quickly throw something together and take that darn photo at the end just to appease the llamas that are here. Like, my goodness, I cannot. Harv, I can't even look at you, buddy. I can't even look at you right now. I'm here for one thing only, and it's so strange to see them just over here now after I've done that. But anyways, let's recolor this to a more appropriate color that fits the theme of the island. And I think this yellow and white colorway is probably our best bet for that. So I'll see y'all back on the island. We've got the pergola almost placed. Let me just move it just a smidge, and I think that will look nice over there. And yeah, let's do some time traveling and see how these hybrids work out. Isn't it nice? Next day it is raining, which means I do not have to water these, which is nice. But nothing came of it. We have no hybrids yet. Still nothing. It's another day, still nothing. And finally, it only took a few days, but we've got our first hybrid. Do you spot it? Do you spot it before I spoil it for you? It's right here. Right here. We've got our first of many orange cosmos. So we're just gonna yeet that. And move it over here because we will have to get a few orange cosmos, exactly 5, to create the black one. So yeah, this is going to take some time, but look at it, our first official hybrid that we created ourselves. Wow, isn't that nice to see? But I mean, y'all, I don't know what else to say except one last little extra thing I want to put here at the end. I did a lot of hybrid creating off camera, and so I've got more hybrids here. I've got a total of 5 that I've created. Well, I guess 6 along with the orange cosmos. But I also have 5 of those, so I am working on the mums, the roses, and we're working on that block cosmo here as well. But all the lilies have been completed. So that's at least one breed that we have fully finished. I am not looking forward to getting the green mums, but what can you do? And we're here at the end. Not a lot I want to say except for, I mean, another rambly video of me just talking about games, but all in all, don't beat yourself up about it. I'll try my best not to do it. And thank y'all so much for watching.